Hello guys. So today in this session we are going to configure side-to-side Ppin between Juniper SRX and Fortigate. I had recently made a video about the side-to-side Ppin between Checkpoint and Fortigate, so you can see the video in my channel, or I'll put it down the link at the below footer section. The scenario is quite similar to the previous side-to-side VPN. So there is a Fortigate firewall in head office side, and there is Juniper SRX PM that is in branch side. So there is point-to-point link that is L to link provided by ISP, and in the head office side there is 10.254.253.1 uh, IP address, and similarly in the branch side there is 10.254.253.2, and the LAN side uh, contains IP address of 172.16.22.1/24. Similarly, the LAN PC have been configured with static IP address 172.16.22.100, and this LAN PC needs to access the resources that is behind the FortiGate firewall, um, which is the server, DNS server, which is in the subnet of slash 24 10.1.9.5 slash 24 is the real server IP. So I have configured the interfaces in FortiGate site. So first of all, I'll show this to admin. So as you can see here, the port 2 is 10.254.253.1. Yes. So this one is the Ppin interface, and I've made whiteboard as 192.168.11.30, and I've allowed it some of the services. Similarly, the server network is in 10.1.9.9.1, sorry, 10.1.9.1/24. So let's look to the SRX side. So first of all, I need to configure interfaces in this one, in this firewall. Okay, set interface fxp0. Sorry, interfaces name. It is not allowing me. fxp0. So okay, set unit 0 family inet, and we have to give address 192.168.11.20. Let's leave this one. So, commit. So let's bring this one. Okay, it's coming. So I'll SSH from this one. Now 192.168.11.20. So this is denied. So okay, I've configured the interface. uh, so interface tools, so you can see here it's like this one, 10.254.253.2, in interface G0/0/0, and similarly in G0/0/1. So we have configured the LAN network 172.16.22.1. So now let's begin with security zone configuration. Uh, First, we'll configure G0/0 as Ppin interface zone, and similarly G0/0/1 as LAN zone. Okay, now let's configure it. So set zones security zone Ppn interface, and we need to attach interface inside the zone. So edit security zone Ppin interface. So we need to set interface G0/0, and we need to allow some services to this interface. So for now, let's allow only ping services. Okay, you can see in the interface G0/0/0 has been attached to the to the zone pin interface. So similarly, let's create zone as LAN zone. So sorry, exit as LAN zone. Then now edit set interface G0/1 host inbound traffic system services. Okay, let's keep on the ping service. Mm, Now so security zone. So these two are by default during initial configuration. Now I've created this LAN and VPN interface zone. Now let's create this address book for policies, and let's attach the specific address to specific zones. So first of all, set security address book. Let's name it as LAN network, and its address as LAN 22.100, and address will be 172.60.22.100/32. Okay. Now if we see this one, security address book LAN network. Okay, the address has been created within address book LAN network, and now we can also bind this address book to the specific zones. Address book and network set address. So this address will fall under the zone LAN. So zone LAN. Now you can see here. So the address has been attached to the zone LAN. Similarly, now we need to configure Prepaint tunnel interface. So in Juniper case, the Prepaint tunnel interface is configured as st0 dot something value number. So let's begin with the configuration of Ppin tunnel interface. So set interfaces st0 unit 0. Okay, let's configure as unit 0, and then let's give description as VPN zone. Okay, uh, and now we need to set that interface st sorry st0 unit 0 as family inet. Okay, then let's assign that zone for this this interface st0. So set security zone, security zone, let's say this one as Ppin head office Fortigate. No, let's get this one as okay, Ppin head office zone. Then interface will be in our case st0.0. Okay, now let's verify this one. Edit security zones, security zone, Ppin head office. So okay, interface has been ended here. Now we need to allow specific services for Ppin in this interface. So let's do this one. And set host inbound traffic system services IK. Now let's begin with Ppin configuration. So first of all, we have to create we have to configure IK proposal. So let's configure it. Set security IK proposal. Let's name it as only simply prop IK prop. Okay, and then authentication uh, method will be pre-shared keys, and then similarly set security IK proposal just created, and this one has DH group group 5. Let's set it as group 5. Similarly, set security IK proposal and I proposal name, then authentication algorithm as SHA-1. Similarly, set security IK proposal name and encryption algorithm as this. Now this. So let's set key life second for those proposal. Set security IK IK sorry proposal IK prop lifetime seconds as 6400. So similarly, now we need to configure IK policy. So set security IK policy, and this one let's create name this one Juniper. Let's say this one IK Juniper Fortigate policy. Okay, this one, and let's set it as main mode IK, and then we should map IK policy with the proposal created before. So set security IK policy, and policy just created G policy with uh, IK policy with this one. Sorry, so IK policy. Oh, sorry, proposals with IK prop. And then similarly set security IK policy Juniper FC policy, and its pre-shared key will be okay. Let's create some pre-shared key. Okay, I'll use this one. Enter. Sorry, what happened? Oh, sorry, we have to give ASCII text also. Okay, Now another task is to configure Ppin gateway, that is phase 1. So set security IKE gateway. Let's keep the name as Vpn Fortigate head office, and IKE policy. Uh, IKE policy as this one, Juniper just created above. Okay. Now set security IKE gateway and give gateway name, then remote address, that is 10.254.253.1. Okay, and set security IKE gateway, gateway as same. Then we have to set date peer detection interval. Let's set it as 10, and similarly set security IKE gateway in then date peer detection threshold. We have to give some threshold, so let's keep it as 1, and set security IKE gateway, gateway name, and then net keep alive 10. Okay, and finally assign the interface from which the gate will pass. Set security, mm, then external interface, that will be 0/0/0.0. Okay, now we need to configure phase 2 proposal. So let's configure IPsec proposal. So set security IPsec proposal. Let's give it a name, Juniper Fortigate Ipsec prop. Okay, let's keep this one, and let's choose protocol as ESP, and then set security security, sorry, IPsec proposal will be this one name, and authentication algorithm will be SHA-1. So here SHA-1 96. Similarly, set security IPsec proposal, then proposal name, and encryption algorithm will be this. Okay, now set key lifetime, that is IPsec. Here let's create IPsec proposal. Okay, sorry, proposal, proposal name. Then we have to give lifetime seconds as let's say 28,800. Then similarly set security IPsec policy as let's keep new name, Juniper Fortigate uh, IPsec policy. Let's keep this one, policy. Okay, then set perfect forward secrecy and keys as group 5. Okay, this one as group 5, and then now we need to map IPsec proposal with the configure IPsec policies. So let's do this as set security IPsec policy and policy name. Yeah, policy name. Then proposals will be Juniper IPsec prop. Okay, now let's configure VPN IPsec VPN phase 2 part, other part. So set security IPsec sorry VPN, and let's keep this a name Juniper Fortigate IPsec VPN, and we need to bind the interface st0 0.0. Okay, we have done this one. So another one is we need to map IPsec VPN, just created now with IKE gateway as created before. So for this one, set security IPsec VPN 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 name just created, and IKE gateway as created before VPN Fortigate this one, and then set security IPsec VPN name, then IKE proxy identity. We need to give here a local IP first. Local IP, that is goes into 16.22.0/24. Similarly, set security VPN IPsec VPN, then IKE proxy identity remote IP 10.1.9. Sorry, 9.0/24. And then we need to give proxy identity service. So let's keep it as IPsec VPN VPN name, then IKE proxy identity service in. Now map IPsec VPN created this one to our IPsec VPN policy on this one. Okay, set security IPsec VPN and VPN name IKE, then IPsec policies as created above. Now we need to establish tunnel immediately. So set security IPsec VPN then VPN name, then establish tunnels immediately. Okay, now we need to set route from tunnel interface to the head office zone. So let's create a routing options static route to 10.1.9.0/24. Next up will be our tunnel interface st0.0. Okay, now uh, now we need to create policies from LAN zone to the tunnel interface zone. So let's create this one. Set security policies from zone LAN to zone or VPN head office zone, and match, sorry, policy name. We have to give policy name. So LAN to head office server. Okay, and then match source address. What is the source address? So we had created recently. For now, let's keep destination address as any, and application also any. Then we need to permit this this policy. So then permit permit and let's log this session init plus session close. So let's see this policy. Edit security policies from zone LAN to zone VPN zone. So okay, this is the policy. So now let's configure in Fortigate site. Okay, for Fortigate site, so first of all let's create a IPsec tunnel. So custom then Ppin Juniper. Let's give the name as Ppin Juniper. Next, so our remote address is 10.254.253.2 and the interface is Ppin interface port 2. Similarly, let's keep net traversal enable as we did in Juniper site and did keep this one as default and preset key. Okay, I moved it here. So let's keep this preset key and choose IK person as 1 and the mode is as main ID. So let's configure encryption as this and authentication as 1. Defi admin group is 5 and key lifetime is by default in 6400 and let's keep Yaxat as disabled and the local address for Fortigate site will be 10.1.9.0/24 and remote address is 172.16.22.0/24. So okay, now sorry what happened. Here 10.1.9.0/24 and remote address is 172.16.22.0/24. Okay, now let's choose phase 2 proposal encryption. So this authentication as 1 and leave this one as by default. Repair detection enable, PFS enable, and the element group is again 5 and leave this as default and choose option auto negotiate and the key life is 2800. Okay, we have created tunnel. Now the task is to create a route from VPN tunnel interface to the LAN network of Juniper. So 16.22.0/24 and the interface is VPN-Juniper tunnel interface. So okay, leave AD as 10 and priority as 0 by default. Okay, now we need to create policy. So the traffic will arrive at VPN tunnel interface and will the outgoing interface will be server network. So branch to server access. Okay, then VPN Juniper and this is port 3 that is server network and let's create address branch SRX LAN. Okay, and network is 0/24. Similarly, let's create address for head office server network. So head office server LAN server network. Sorry. 10.1.9.0/24. Okay, for now let's keep ICMP and HTTP or HTTPS traffic, and we don't need net for now, and enable this policy. Okay. Okay, now we need to check the tunnel status of tunnel. So we might need to create some traffic from branch LAN side. So let's do this one. Okay, it is down. Let's check it from the branch side. So okay, let's ping it from here. Ping one sorry 10.1.9.5. Okay, I think I forgot to commit the configuration. So commit. Now let's check it. Okay, it's working now. You can see here I'm able to ping the server. Similarly, let's check it. Okay, 10.1.9.5. Okay, I recently had hosted the server in Fortigate site, so it is now working. So let's diagnose the traffic in Fortigate site. So diagnose sniffer packet, that is Ppin Juniper interface, and host is 172.16.22.100. Okay, I'll ping from this server now. Okay, you can see traffic now. Yeah, similarly, let's do this one, and you'll see the port traffic, and the server is responding back to the LAN IP. So similarly, okay, we need to refresh this one, so you can see the tunnel is up. Similarly, at policy, you can see some generated traffic. So here, okay, you can see here traffic. And then now check at the at this side. So don't source, sorry, security IT security association. Okay, you can see here this is remote address. The Ppin is off. Similarly, IKE security IPsec security association. Okay, you can see here encryption gateway. So now let's summarize the scenarios. So there is a point-to-point IP link, okay, point-to-point L2 link uh, of ISP between two ends in Fortigate 10.254.253.1, and in Juniper side there is 10.254.253.2. So and this is the server side, that is behind the FortiGate side, and this one is LAN end of branch side. So let's start with this one. Run slow configuration. So here we have created proposal and similar policies and gateway, Ppin gateway, and similarly IPsec proposal, IPsec policy, and here local address, remote address, surveys, and IPsec policies. So similarly, we have created, yes, this is policy from LAN zone to Ppin head office zone, and source address is this one, destination, application, and lastly, then permit the policy. Then here is route from Ppin interface, that is 10.1.9.0/24, and next up is st0.0. So let's see to Fortigate side. So we had created tunnel, that is a remote gateway and net traversal, then key allied frequency, similarly authentication part, preset key, IK version 1, and IK mode is main ID protection. In phase 1 proposal is encryption dash, authentication SHA-1, and DS group is 5. Similarly, lifetime is 86400. Next author is disable. And similarly, in phase 2, local address is 10.1.9.0/24, and remote address is 172.16.22.0/24. And similarly, phase 2 proposal, in phase 2 proposal, the encryption is dash, authentication SHA-1, and we have enabled reply detection and for PFS. And similarly, DS group is 5, and we have left this one as default. And similarly, we have chosen, we have chosen auto negotiate. Oh, so actually this, if the tunnel is down, it will sense and it will start auto negotiating. So okay, this one is all. And we had created static route. So this one is prepared tunnel interface. So destination is branch LAN. So similarly in policy, Ppin Juniper tunnel interface to server network, that is a branch LAN to um, branch LAN to server head office server network, and IP1 the services ICMP, HTTP, and HTTPS. So and finally, we are able to ping, and we are able to browse this one. Okay, guys, this was for today. Have fun.